Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living, and for today's recipe I'm going to be making a strawberry cake. It's called Simply Delicious Strawberry Cake by Paula Deen. This is a cake that Marie has made quite a few times, and she has 2 or 3 videos on making this cake. I've helped her with it before, but I've never actually made one by myself. And Monday is Marie's birthday, and so she requested that she would like to have the strawberry cake for her birthday. So I did print the instructions out because I want to be sure at least to try to get it right. And so these are all the ingredients for it. I will print these in the description below, so you can just go down there and check it and print it out if you want to, or you can watch as I make it and see how everything goes. So let me get started on this recipe. I'll lay the recipe over here to the side for just a minute. The first thing I'm going to do, you've got to have some strawberries, and these are the ones that we prefer to buy for this recipe. They're frozen, sliced strawberries in the sugar. And so these strawberries are absolutely the best ones to put in this recipe. The recipe calls for 15 ounces, but this container comes in 23. When the recipe first came out years ago, you could get these strawberries in a 15-ounce container, but I can't find the 15-ounce containers anymore. This is the only one I can find. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open these up. And I do have these already thawed out. And so I'm going to pour them into here, and I'm going to actually weigh out 15 ounces to try to get the exact right amount for it. Okay, there's my 15 ounces right there. And so I'm just going to set it over here for a minute. Also, it needs 1/4 of a cup to go in the icing. And so let me get out about 1/4 of a cup of these. Okay. That's a little bit over 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and put some more strawberries in there, and then I'll pour off the juice. Okay, just a little more. Okay, that should be the 1/4 cup right there. I do remember Marie saying it's very critically important that you get the right amounts, because if you get too much, it won't turn out right. Okay. Next, I'm going to take these strawberries, and this is the 15 ounces. And I'm going to use my little immersion blender, and I'm going to blend them up just a little bit so that I'm going to puree them is what I'm going to do. Okay, that looks good. And then I'll also puree this 1/4 cup. Set that to the side. Okay, this 1/4 cup, I'm gonna save it because it's gonna be a while before we get to our frosting. Next, I'm gonna start mixing up the cake mix for it. I'm just gonna use a white bowl here. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 box of white cake mix to the bowl. And then next I'm going to add, this is 1 box of strawberry jello. And I'm going to add this to it. This is the 3-ounce box of strawberry jello. Okay, and I'm just going to take this spoon and just stir these together. Okay, next I'm going to put the 4 eggs in there. Okay, now I'm going to add the strawberries to it. This is the 15 ounces of strawberries. And I'm going to use the little hand mixer, and I'm going to mix all this up real good. Oh yeah, I've got to add the oil and water to it also. So this is a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And this is 1/4 cup of water. Okay, that's mixed up good. I've got 2 pans here, and I've already got these pans. I sprayed some Baker's Joy on the bottom, then I put some parchment paper in there, so I've already got that set up and ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to pour this in evenly. Okay, I'm scraping down the sides to make sure that it is mixed up good all the way in there. And I'm here to tell you this smells really good. I'm loving how it smells. Okay, now I'm going to try to pour it into these 2 pans. These are my cake pans, and pour it in evenly as I can. Okay, I think I got these pretty evenly distributed. Okay, next step, these are going to go in the oven. And I've got a preheated oven at 350 degrees. Now our oven cooks a little bit hot, so I'm actually going to set ours at 325, and I'm going to cook it for, it says to cook it for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. So I'll cook mine for 20 at 325, and I will keep an eye on it and check it with a toothpick when it's done. So as soon as these get through cooking, I'll be back with you. Okay everyone, I just got the cakes out of the oven, and they look real good. They might be just a little dark on the edges. Hopefully they're not too dark. But I'm going to let them sit here for about 10 minutes, maybe 15. Then I'll turn them out. Then I'll let them sit here until they completely cool before I put the icing on. And I've still got to mix up the icing for it. That's the fun part, is making that strawberry icing. So it probably, Marie says it takes about an hour for them to cool down completely. So I'll let these cool, and I'll be back with you in about an hour. Okay everyone, I'm back, and our cake has completely cooled. I've got both layers over here on the side, and they both turned out nice. And I'm going to go ahead and start mixing up the frosting for it. And I hope that this part goes good. This is what used to be the hardest part in making this cake. We've never made this cake that I can recall using the KitchenAid, and we're going to try using the KitchenAid this time. And I say we, I'm talking about me. While our cake with layers was cooling, I need a couple things for something else from the store. So Marie and I ran over to Piggly Wiggly store and picked up just a few things. Okay, that cream cheese is good and soft. Put that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to be using half a stick of butter, and it's good and soft. And I think that I want to use this attachment for the KitchenAid. Like I said, on this particular frosting, we've never did it before with the KitchenAid. We're going to see. And I've got it turned backwards so that the camera will get a good picture of it. So let's see how this works. Okay, that creamed that up real good. I may end up changing the attachment, but we'll try it to see what happens. Okay, now I'm going to add my strawberry puree to it. And this is 1/4 of a cup of strawberry puree. Okay, let's mix this in with it. Good. I'll go ahead and let it mix a little bit. And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of strawberry extract. that's looking good. Let me scrape it down just a little bit. Okay, we'll let it go one more time for a second. Okay, now I'm going to start adding the powdered sugar to it, and it takes a total of 7 cups of powdered sugar. And I'm just going to add them a little bit at a time. I'll go ahead and put 2 cups in this first time, but the more you get in there, the stiffer the icing will get, and it gets harder to mix. Okay. Okay, you can tell it's starting to get a little stiffer. Let me scrape it down just a little bit before I put the next one in. Okay, definitely getting thick now. Okay, here's cup number 6. And this bag that we get from Great Value, it's a 2-pound bag, and it makes just about exactly 7 cups. There's just a little bit in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in too. Okay, let me scrape this down a little bit. Okay, that's some good thick icing. That's the way we want it to be. I'm going to taste test this already. Very good. Now I'm going to do one more step that Marie likes to do to it. We're going to put just a little bit of red food coloring in here before I mixed it up last time. Hopefully the camera will show this, but I'll put about maybe 5 or 6 drops of red food coloring. Okay, that got the frosting all mixed up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape the bowl down. I'm gonna clean my mess up just a little bit. And then when I come back, I will put the icing on the cake. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I got my mess cleaned up a little bit. And now I'm gonna put my cake layers on there. And I think I'll put this one here on the bottom. I did a little taste test on this icing and it tasted really good. And like I told you, that icing is really thick. Okay, they must be pretty level because the cake looks good and level this way. I just remembered one thing that Marie always does. She usually puts a little bit of parchment paper underneath the cake so that the icing don't get on the bottom, and then you just pull the parchment paper out and it makes it look real good and clean. Okay, I've got the icing on there. Let me try to smooth it up, make it look good. Okay, I've got the icing on there, and I think it looks real good. It may not be as pretty as when Paula Deen makes it, but it's going to taste as good as Paula Deen's. And I did taste the icing, it is very delicious. I enjoyed it. We're going to take this cake over to my daughter's house tomorrow, and we're going to be having it for Mother's Day and Marie's birthday. It's a combination dinner, and I hope Marie enjoys it. Marie just walked in here. Marie, can you see it from there?
Oh yes, I'm jealous. It looks better than mine.
No, I don't think it looks better than yours, but I'm satisfied with this. First time I've ever done it by myself, and so hope y'all enjoyed watching me make this strawberry cake. If you ever make it, very important that you follow directions exactly, especially on how much strawberries to put in there. If you get not enough, it's not going to be as good. If you get too much, it's going to be runny. And so this one turned out perfect. It iced up good. I think it's going to be a good cake. So when we get over to Cynthia's tomorrow and we cut the cake, I'll show you, I'll add some pictures onto the end here showing how the cake looked on the inside, and I'll let you know how people liked it over there. So for right now, I'll go ahead and end this video. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you on our next video.
And y'all do what you love and love what you do. And like Calvin said, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hannah. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
You want some cake? Okay, well, let me cut Nana a piece
I
first.
will be. I'm 71 now.
Okay. Nana gets the first piece. Addie, do you know who made this cake? No. Who do you think made it? I don't know. You don't know?
Pop. Pop made it, Allison. That's all Nana gets. That's all Nana wants.
You want some ice cream?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Kim, come ahead and get this thing over here too.
Okay.
So she can get it too.
They also.
Okay, Marie, do a taste test on the cake for us.
Get out of my face, baby.
It's good. It's very moist and tasty. Y'all gonna like it.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and